thanks for returning. I hope this video finds you happy and doing well. So as you know by the thumbnail, this video is going to be on my favorite summer fragrances. So if you're interested, then just keep watching. So even though this video is going to be on my favorite summer fragrances, you can really wear any fragrance anytime that you want. When I particularly think about summer, I think of bold scents, I think of fun scents, as well as the flowery, citrusy types of scents. And the reason that I paired this particular group of fragrances with the summer is typically because when you're out and about and the sun heats up your body, it's just going to make that fragrance smell far stronger than what it actually is. So you'll find that a lot of these fragrances are, I wouldn't say on the lighter side. They're just not going to be very pungent, in my opinion. They're not going to be very, very strong, because the thought is when you wear these particular fragrances out in the sun, when you're, you know, going on about your day, the heat is going to just make it smell stronger. So with all of that being said, so the first fragrance that I'm going to talk about is by Tory Burch, and this is Bel Azar. So when I first smell this perfume, I do smell a fresh, spicy type of scent, and it is emitting, I do smell a lot of citrus in it. This particular perfume doesn't have much sillage. You're going to get enough to where when you're talking to a person one-on-one, I feel as though they will smell you. However, after you leave, as far as the scent just lingering on, it's not going to do much of that unless you not only apply it on your pulse points. Let's say you apply it a bit excessively, like I can do sometimes, and you apply it everywhere including, you know, a little bit in your hair. Sometimes I have, well, my wigs, I have been known to kind of spray perfumes when I wear a wig, but I'll spray perfumes everywhere. If you are one that's a bit excessive at spraying your perfumes, there will be some sillage going on. But as far as it lasting, doesn't last long enough, and especially considering the fact that this is a perfume, I would think that it should last longer, but it doesn't have that much staying power. So if you're going to a function where you really need your perfume to last a long time, I wouldn't say that this one was it. This is to me a fun and flirty type of fragrance. I feel that any age group could wear this perfume, but if you're one that likes that citrusy type of scents with kind of spicy, woody undertones, I think you would love this one. Alright, the next one that I have is by Escada, and this is the Miami Blossom perfume, and this one is really sweet and fruity. This is the type of fragrance that you wear when you want someone to say, oh, you smell good, or what is that you have on. This one is a very, you get like a cocktail, pineapple, fruity, juicy type of vibe going on, and the longevity to this is pretty moderate, so it is going to stick around for a while. As far as, same with the sillage, once you leave the room, they're still going to smell you. Okay, so if you're looking for a perfume that has longevity and a sillage type of effect, plus that's very fun and flirty, plus sweet, if you like, it's almost cloyingly sweet, okay, with lots of fruit. Just imagine a place where, like it says, Miami, you're on Miami on the beach drinking a cocktail, and everybody's smelling you, just like, oh, you smell so sweet, oh, what is that you have on? If you're that woman that likes to just, if you're that person that likes attention, you're definitely going to get this one. But this is a must-have for the summer. Alright, and my next fragrance is Jimmy Choo Blossom. This one is a really good one. This is a sweet one, but it does have some sour undertones kind of mixed in. So while like Miami Blossom was, like I said, cloyingly sweet, this one is just kind of a soft sweet. Although even though it is a softer type of fruity type of fragrance, you're still going, with this one, you are going to get some longevity out of it. So it is going to last you. If you're wearing it somewhere and you need for your your fragrance to last for a long time, I would say this is good for that. Even the sillage, you are going to get that effect. So once you wear it and you leave the room, it's still, that person or people are still going to smell you with this one. But this is really good. I also smell some a white floral scents with this one, but this one is it's sweet. This is another sweet one. So if you are looking for sweet and fruity that's going to be long lasting and have a nice sillage, I would definitely check Jimmy Choo out. Well, Jimmy Choo Blossom. Alright, so the next one that I've talked about on my channel before is this MOSCHINO Toy 2 fragrance, and this one is another sweet one, but this one has sandalwood in it. You're going to get some amber wood in it, as well as it has some musk as some like undernotes. I know I'm saying that incorrectly, but those are some added scents that I'm smelling with this one. With this is a very soft and fresh scent. The others were fruity. With this one, you're going to get a really fresh scent with a little bit of musk added in. And I know sometimes musk can kind of turn people off a little bit, but when I think musk, I'm thinking that it's kind of added to make a fragrance a little bit more, I don't want to say sophisticated, but a little bit more grown up. No, that's not the word that I'm trying to use. Sure, but you are going to have fresh scents in here, musk, floral, fruity, all of that mixed in, and this just makes a very unique fragrance. Now, some would say, I've heard mixed reviews on this one. Some would say the longevity is good. Some would say not so much. I think the longevity is really good, and as well as the sillage, but it's going to be something soft, really soft and fresh. It's not going to be like a bam in your face, oh that's sweet or that's fruit. It's just going to be a really soft, fresh scent, if that makes sense. But anyway, this is a lovely one to try. This is a lovely one to try for the summer. All right, so the next three, I'm just going to talk about the three that I have, and I have one main one, and there are some flankers that I have in here. And I know you're like, why would you buy the, but it's just because I'm extra, and I think that everybody has these next three fragrances. But these are the Dolce&Gabbana light blue fragrance, and like I said, I have two flankers, and that would be the Dolce&Gabbana light blue intense and the Dolce&Gabbana Zest. And truth be told, all of them, I'll just set them right here. So with all of the light blue fragrances, I feel as though probably the one that's going to have the most longevity would be the Dolce&Gabbana light blue intense, and the weakest would be the Italian Zest by Dolce&Gabbana. And the first one, I feel as though the sillage on it is incredible, but this is coming from a person who sprays it everywhere. I spray my perfume to be smelled. I mean, when I walk by, I want someone to smell. So I'm a bit excessive. So typically with any perfume that I wear, there is probably going to be a bit of that going on because I'm a bit excessive. Now, when I spray a normal amount, then that could vary from fragrance to fragrance. But with the Dolce&Gabbana light blue fragrances, I feel as though the first one and the intense version is very strong. The one that has a little bit more fresh and a fruity type of vibe, but just a little bit, would be the intense one. All of them start off and just kind of hit you in the face with the lemon, which is really, really, really nice. And of course, I think that that would go perfect for the summer. But by these being a really citrus based, lemon based type of fragrance, I think that they're perfect for the summer. Now, as far as the occasion, I think that you could wear them anywhere. I think that you could wear it out. I think that you could really wear them in the evening time, you know, on a date or something like that, or to a party. I think that this would really go well. But these light blue fragrances, these the first one and the intense are really good. As far as the Italian Zest, it's the same as these for the most part. They just change a few of the notes. The only thing is this one is going to be a bit weaker for some reason. So if you want someone to smell you after you leave the room, if you do decide to pick up the Italian Zest, you're just going to have to spray a little bit more, or add it. If you add it to your skin, make sure you do have some type of oil applied on your, or if you are not going to wear it when you're out in the sun, just put it on your pulse points, because those the reason that you want to put it on your pulse points, because those are the areas that are going to warm up and heat up, you know, whereby emitting the fragrance and making it stronger. But either way, if either of these would be great for the summer. Alright, so the next one that I have is another one by DOLCE&GABBANA, and this is The One. Now this fragrance is nice. To me, this fragrance is something that probably an older person would wear, and when I say older, I'm talking about not a teenager or a little bit older than in your 20s. It just smells like a more mature fragrance. I do smell some powdery type of smells, as well as vanilla. Those are the notes that I smell. If those kind of call your name, I would definitely say to try The One. This one does have some longevity, so you are going to be able to wear this on for a long day or a long night. I would say that this one is not as playful and as fruity as the first couple that I showed. I would wear this one maybe to a wedding or something a little bit more formal. This one just kind of reminds me of a more elegant type of fragrance. So if you have some place to go like that, I would say try this one. You are going to get some fruity smells initially, but I think that when you really get to smelling it, the sweetness of the vanilla and the powdery, those kind of notes kind of peep through and rise through, and that's kind of what I smell when I smell this. All right, so this next one that I have is by Elizabeth and James, and some people might dispute me as to whether this is a summer fragrance, but I'm thinking summer. The reason that I picked this one is because I think that this would be great for, you know how when you go out to eat, ladies, and when you go to a restaurant, you can eat either on the inside or the outside, and even though it's summer outside, there's still kind of a cool breeze in. It's just the perfect temperature. This is the fragrance that I feel would be good for that, and this is the Elizabeth and James Bourbon, and with this one you are going to get some longevity out of it. I just feel that this is a very romantic fragrance. It's very soft, so you're not going to get you're not going to get that sillage effect. You're not going to get it to where once you leave, folks are still, you know, smelling you, but you are going to emit something soft and romantic for whomever is talking to you face to face, and that's just what I see, like wearing this perfume when you're out, and not even with your girlfriends. This is, to me, this is like a romantic type of fragrance. This is you want to save this one for date night or something like that. So you are going to get vanilla in this one, but initially on those top fragrances, it's going to be like a woody, earthy type. So this one would be good for those type of occasions, and I think that this is really, really nice. I especially like the bottle. This bottle, I don't know if you can see, can you see that? And then look how thin it is. It's really cool. Alright, so this next one is by Giorgio Armani, and this is Si Passion, and I like this fragrance just simply for running errands day to day. This is a soft, spicy type of vanilla smell. You do get some fruity smells up in there. I do think that the longevity it's okay. This is good for just kind of going out running quick errands, or just window shopping, or just kind of doing something basic. If you're one who wears fragrances to the gym, you know, this would be good for that. I don't feel as though it has that lingering type of effect. Once you're gone, you're not going to smell much. As soon as someone smells you with this and you leave, that's pretty much it. But it is a very nice and pleasant scent. It's not giving you anything extra if you will, like some of the other fragrances. That's why I said it's good for every day. This scent is just perfect for that. If you don't like a lot of fluff and thrills and chills and all that, definitely try this one. But it is really, it's a very nice fragrance. So this next one is Pear Blossom by Tommy Hilfiger, and this fragrance is a very useful type of fragrance. I could really see a younger person wearing this. My daughter does get into a lot of my fragrances and she likes this one. I do get, of course, the fruity tone. I do get like a warm, spicy type of accord and some balsamic and woody accords in this. It's just a really nice and fun fragrance. This one is good for going out with friends, going out with your girlfriends. I think that this type of fragrance is good for that, and that's what it kind of reminds me of, and that's when I like to wear it, when I'm going out with friends. It's just a really nice, fun, refreshing type of fragrance. And again, I do feel that it would be good for younger women. I think that younger women would really like this fragrance. And the next one that I have is by Marc Jacobs, and this is Daisy by Marc Jacobs. How can you even talk about summer without talking about this one? This one gives me an aquatic type of vibe. There are some main accords of a powdery type of smell as well as white floral. So this is to be another fun scent to go out with your friends, your girlfriends. It's not going to be overpowering. It's going to be just right. In my opinion, the longevity on really any Marc Jacobs cologne that I've had, the longevity is incredible. So you don't have to worry about this perfume wearing off. Even with the sillage, after it tends to linger the room after you have left. So if you're one that wants to stick around even when you're not around, this one would be a really good scent. The next one that I have is a fragrance from Bath and Body Works, and this is actually a new one, and the way that you pronounce it is gingham. And this one is just pretty much a blend of white florals and sweet citrus, and it's like they advertise it. It's just a happy fragrance and it smells really good. And as far as the longevity and the sillage type of effect, I think that it's okay. It could be a bit longer, but I guess you can't really expect too much from this one. But if you spray a lot on, or if you use oil on your body and then you spray it on that part where you've applied oil, and of course if you spray it on your pulse points, it is going to make the fragrance a little bit more apparent, and it's really good for an everyday type of a scent. It's really playful. So any type of event that you're going to go to where you know it's going to be a happy time, if you will. I know that's kind of corny. This would definitely be the one to try. And the last one that I have is another Jimmy Choo fragrance, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that this was one of his first ones. I'm not sure, but with this one you are going to get patchouli as a main accord. You're going to get like a warm and spicy type of accord. Now with this one, there is some serious longevity, there is some serious sillage going on. You will be, after you have left the premises, you still will be on the premises with this perfume. It's very intense, so I feel like some may kind of dispute me as this being a summer fragrance, but I know some of you out there might want a fragrance that is really intense. And when I just say intense, I'm thinking that it's probably that patchouli type of main accord that's in here, but it's really a really seductive type of fragrance. This is the type of fragrance that I would save for a date night or something like a party or something along those lines. I would wear this perfume. What other type of instance? Yeah, something like that. I would save this one for that type of occasion, because it's more on to me on a mature side. Not to say that a 20-year-old and younger would wear it, but I just kind of get some seductive vibes with this one. But this one is really good. Whereas like this other Jimmy Choo fragrance, this is more fruity, floral, fun, you know, things like that. They're just so different. but yet still appropriate in my opinion for the summer. So that is pretty much it. Those are all of my fragrances that I feel would be great for the summer. Tell me, what are some fragrances that you particularly enjoy wearing for the summer? I'd love to hear about it. Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until my next video, smooches.